Panorama 360 of ARCHLine.XP Live is a wonderful tool to create virtual tours for your clients, literally in minutes, as you will see. And this is something that they can explore on their own computers. You will be able to send one single file and they don't need to install expensive software. All they need is a browser on their computer. So let's see how you can create such a thing. This is something that you can use for interiors, just as I do now on this in this example, or you can also use it for architecture projects as well. Let's see how that is done. You can click on the Panorama 360 button here, which will bring up this tiny tray at the bottom. And the first option is to add the current view as a camera. All you will have to do during this process is to add cameras and connect them so that your clients can jump between those cameras. So the first camera will be from this position in the 3D space. So all I'm doing, I'm clicking here and adding this first view into the camera list. So now, as the first camera is already added, let's find another interesting spot in this 3D. And I think there will be somewhere here. This is an interesting spot to look around from. So I will just turn the camera there. It's actually done by holding the right mouse button and moving the mouse. Also, I can scroll up to dolly there. I can also pan. This is holding down the mouse wheel. Right click and drag and dolly. So this is where I think would be a good spot to look around from. So I think setting up a view like this would work. This is the second camera point, and I actually also added using this add current view to camera list option. Now I have two cameras. So what happens if I would like to kind of refine this camera position? Because, for example, there is this nice option here which can force the view to a horizontal view. Let's see what this is doing. When I'm clicking here, you can see that the camera view is actually changing a little bit. Now the view angle is horizontal. If I would like to store this into my camera, all I need to do is to click here to update this view. So by clicking here, I updated this view. So from now on, when I switch from camera 1 to camera 2, this is what I will look at. Let's find a nice spot to camera 3, and that should be somewhere around here at the staircase, somewhere here. So let's dolly in, pan a little bit if it's necessary, and turn around. I think this will be a nice place to look around from, so they can have a good angle looking at the entrance and all sort of other details of this interior. I think this will work very well. So let's just keep it as it is and add it to the view. Again, if I would like to, I can lock the view to horizontal, force the view to horizontal, and then add it as the third camera into this list. So now comes the interesting point of connecting these cameras. I need to place an icon somewhere where my clients are looking around, they can find an interesting spot and they can click onto that and they can jump to the next camera. So this is something that we call the portals. This is what you can add here. The camera, those cameras can be linked via a so-called portal. If I select camera 1 and if I would like to add portal to camera 2 or camera 3 from camera 1, all I need to do is just to select that. So camera 2 is here. I'm selecting that, and then all I need to do is to click on a surface to add this panorama portal somewhere here, for example, and I will be able to see an icon. Now camera 1 and camera 2 is connected. I can tell that either by looking here, because there is a number indicating how many connections any of those cameras have, or I can just simply see this icon here in the 3D and I can click on that. I can actually test what my users will experience in their browser before creating the actual Panorama 360 file. Okay, so now that I have connected camera 1 to camera 2, let's do the same thing between camera 1 and camera 3. So from this point, I would like to also be able to jump to this location. So again, I'm selecting the camera, clicking on the portal list, and as you can see, the green camera is already connected. I can also tell where it is actually. If I click here on this little icon, it is telling me that there is the jump, the link point, the portal point between these two cameras. But now I'm willing to connect camera 1 to camera 3, so I'm clicking on camera 3. Again, the task is to select a surface where I would like to place an icon similar to this one, and I think that should be somewhere here. And now I have a portal to camera 3, so let's test it. Let's click on camera 3. This is here. camera 3. And then now I need to tilt the camera down a little bit to find camera 1. So I just click here again, and this is how my clients also will be able to explore this view. We just arrived to the most exciting part of creating this virtual tool. We will actually generate the file, and that's a very simple thing. All you need to do is to find this icon here. This is the Create Panorama 360 Content, and once you click on that, the software will automatically creating shots of these views, as many as necessary to create this interactive walkthrough, and then it will automatically open this content in a browser. The virtual tour file will be automatically opened in your browser, so you can test what your clients will be able to see when they do the same thing on their own computer. So you can actually just click and drag with the left mouse button to look around. You can click on any of those portals that you have placed earlier. You can click to see what happens when you look around in camera 2. This is at the top of this podium, and you can just simply look around. You can jump back to camera 1. From camera 1 you can also jump to camera 3, which is somewhere here around the staircase, and you can also look around here, and this is the same exact way how your clients will be able to explore your design, which is, I think, wonderful, because this literally took only a few minutes, a few extra steps to be able to provide something that they can open on their own laptop, desktop computer, tablet, or also on their mobile phones, and they can experience the same thing, explore your design on their own. Let's see how you can actually find that file that you can send to your clients. This is something that the software also helps with. If you just close this back down and you go back to the software, there's this last command which is actually opening up a file explorer on your computer, and it will show you the generated file, the HTML file that you can send to your clients. As you can see, here are all the other files that I used in this project. There's the project file, other generated content, and as you can click here, you can select the file. You can tell that this is only 10 megabytes or so you can easily send it via any sort of portals or any sort of messaging solutions, or also via email as an attachment, so that your clients can download it and they can experience your 3D design in its full glory interactively.